The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Boy, what a disastrous start to a Super Bowl. A fumble on the opening kickoff.
You don't expect a big momentum chance this early, partner, but we're going to get one right here.
Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got his man. It's Warren.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Oh, he goes up top. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
26 yards.
And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Rudolph. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
14-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, Jackson. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Rudolph. He gets it left side to Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're back.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now he's loose again. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Now he's flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards for number 11.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth down, desperation time for Rudolph. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards to the house.
And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush down right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line. Now Jackson on first down. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely wanted one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Rudolph.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Rudolph looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Rudolph.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Rudolph. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And he's brought down.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
One last throw here for Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.